One of my favorite characters in the game for a long time was Mr. Fantastic. He's recently gotten an upgrade though. Is he better or is he worse? Let's discuss. Hey everybody, welcome back to MPQ Mastery, where we help you destroy more gems. It's been a while since we've had a video, and that is for a variety of reasons, but regardless, we are back, better than ever, and we're gonna get back into our regular release schedule for videos. Marvel Puzzle Quest is one of the best versions of Puzzle Quest out there, so we definitely want to make sure that it gets the love that it deserves. With that in mind, I kinda want to talk about some of the recent changes to Mr. Fantastic. I have a video on this channel, one of my team-up videos, where he was a crucial part of that team-up. And of course now that video is pretty much useless at this point because he has been changed so much. So I wanted to compare the old version and the new version and see which one is better. Before I jump into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you know when we release new videos. Also, if you end up liking this video, hit like. All right, let's jump into this and see if this was the right direction for MPQ to go. So the first power is the blue. This one's called Flexibility. The old version of the power was pretty awesome. Not only would it stun the target, but it would swap 2 tiles, and each of those tiles became fortified protect tiles. That is essentially 4 effects in one. For some, maybe that might be a little OP, but for me, it was one of the main reasons that I used him. I really loved that ability. The new version of Flexibility still stuns the target, and actually for an additional turn from the old version. But instead of the other effects, it deals a bunch of damage for every 4 special friendly tiles that are on the board. Now that's great if you have them with characters like Dazzler or Medusa, or even 4-star Deadpool, but it does make him less universally useful. So for me, the blue power goes to the old version. The yellow power is called Master of the Fantastic. And the old version of the power was pretty straightforward. Anytime that a friendly special tile was matched, your team would heal a little bit. It's good, not wonderful, but it's good. The new version is actually a little bit better, except it's a little bit reversed as well. So the new version is anytime you match an enemy special tile, your team heals. But the added caveat is if you're able to get this done 4 times, it will launch a random friendly power for free, which actually is pretty cool. So the point for the yellow power definitely goes to the upgrade. I really like the additions that this power gives to Mr. Fantastic. All right, looks like the third power is gonna be the tiebreaker, and it's the Imaginet. Now the old version of this power was pretty boss. It put a fortified countdown tile on the board, and as long as it was on the board, it would deal your target a bunch of damage every time you made a red or green tile match. Its power was in its simplicity, and it was kind of the cornerstone of that team-up that I had in my other video. The new version isn't terrible though. It creates the same fortified countdown tile, but now it's a repeater, and every time it reaches 0, it has a random effect. This random effect can be creating a special tile for your team, generating AP, or fortifying or locking tiles. Like, that's pretty cool actually. But the fact that it's random removes the ability to use that as part of your strategy. Even though its ability to make special tiles feeds into the blue power, the fact that it's random doesn't guarantee that it'll happen every time, which makes it a little bit less useful. This one's really hard, and I might be in the minority, but I think for me, the original version for Mr. Fantastic has to win out. Which means, by this highly scientific method that we used here in this video of my opinion, the change that was made to Mr. Fantastic was an overall nerf. It doesn't make him a bad character, he's just not as good as he used to be. I even went and checked out the other Fantastic Four, because this change came along with everybody getting brand new covers and slight updates. But he was the only one that was overall changed entirely. And I wonder why the creators felt like he needed to be nerfed. But what do you think though? Which version of Mr. Fantastic do you prefer for your game? Let me know down in the comments. You can either explain yourself with lots of words, or you can just put hashtag version 1 or hashtag version 2 in the comments. I really want to know what the community thinks about this. As always, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and you can hit me up on Facebook and Twitter at MPQ Mastery. Otherwise, thank you for coming to MPQ Mastery. Go destroy some gems.